Hello, everyone. Would you please stand and welcome our 2023 BC School of Nursing graduates? Woo! Welcome. We're so excited for you to be here, to be present with this wonderful group of students. They worked so hard. I am Dr. Debbie Hartman. I'm the Dean of Nursing, and I just am so excited to be part of this. And y'all, kudos! I'd like to begin by thanking everyone that played such an important role in putting this together. It's awesome. And Dr. Katina Davis, she did an awesome job. Chuck and his team setting everything up, and IT backing us up. We are so grateful to have such a wonderful team here at Tidewater to assist us. So I would first like to acknowledge our guest. I'm going to start with the family, because families and friends are always so important to have here. You guys helped put these students where they are today. So if we can give the round of applause for our families and guests. Also, Dr. Constance, she's the president of Tidewater Community College. She could not be here today, but she did want to provide all the students with congratulations. She's very proud of you. We also have our Dr. Michelle Woodhouse, our Vice President of Academic Affairs and Chief Academic Officer. We have our scheduled speaker, Shannon White, and multiple faculty, deans, and other staff and members from the college. So we're very grateful to have you all here. It gives me great pleasure to be able to welcome our graduates, their families and friends to our 55th nursing pinning. So 55 years, and y'all got that double nickel. This is a special time. Maybe some of you are aware, maybe you're not, but this is Nurses Week. So for any nurse in our audience here and all of our student nurses, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you so much. Thank you for your commitment and service to our communities. This program is to celebrate our 2023 nursing graduates. It is a profession that has many traditions, and the pinning ceremony is probably the crown of the ceremonies. These students have worked very hard. It signifies they have completed 2 years of instructional studies, 2 years of labs, 2 years of clinicals, 2 years of, well, you know. They have done a total of 503 hours just in clinical. That's not clearing simulation and lab and the other components. Today, they're going to earn a pin that symbolizes that they are prepared to serve as a nursing profession in their community. We would like to thank all the families and friends for supporting you. We would like to thank our graduates for choosing Beasley School of Nursing. And this allows our faculty the honor of assisting you in reaching your goals. So to the nursing class of 2023, we celebrate you and your wonderful accomplishments. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Michelle Woodhouse to offer her greetings, followed by the inspirational moment by Associate Professor Shirley Greenway.
So the last time I walked up on the stage, I fell. So they're really trying to make sure I didn't tumble this time. But I did good. Wow, what a beautiful group and what a wonderful day, and we actually have wonderful weather. And can I say congratulations to this nursing class of 2023. You made it. You did it. I am so delighted to have the opportunity to be a part of this momentous occasion, your pinning celebration, the really creme de la creme of opportunities within nursing. As you know, this is a time-honored tradition that celebrates and marks a culmination of the dedication, hard work, and commitment each of you have given to reach your aspirations of becoming a registered nurse. The pin that you will wear and that you will receive today symbolizes that you have completed the educational requirements that will enable you to practice. As the nation faces healthcare challenges, I'm very optimistic that you will evolve and adapt by using the knowledge and skills learned here at Tidewater Community College to deliver safe, to deliver caring, and proficient care to those in need during the most vulnerable times in their lives. You will face these challenges knowing that you are contributing to the well-being of members of our society. Many, and I mean many, will benefit tremendously from your courage, from the compassion, and from the generosity that you show. This is what makes up the tenacity, really, of a nurse. But not just any nurse. Let me be clear. You are a Tidewater Community College graduate and nurse, one like no other. That's right. And it's because of this that you can withstand any challenges that may come your way as you embark on your professional career. You're entering the profession at a time where I think when the community needs you the most. It's a pivotal time as we're maneuvering the post-pandemic, following new regulations within healthcare, and being an instrument to healing and demonstrating that you do what is most important as a nurse. So graduates, I humbly congratulate each and every one of you today. Becoming a nurse is a profession, it is not a job. And it is one that you will continue as you leave Tidewater Community College. You will give selflessly of yourself and your family to be there for others in their times of need. And please take pride in knowing how far you've come. You see, I know it's not an easy journey. I always say that this is probably one of the most hardest curriculums that we have at Tidewater Community College. Not everybody makes it, but you did. You persevered, you stayed up late, your family supported you, you did those clinicals, you did what it takes to persevere and to complete this program. And for that, I truly and truly applaud you. I want to say thank you to the faculty, because the faculty is what gets you there. They have the knowledge, they have the experience, and they are there for you through the good times and the bad times to make sure that you persevere. So can we please recognize the faculty? And the last thing that I will say is no one does this without people supporting them, without family, without friends, without your children putting a smile on your face, without your pet, whatever is your thing. Remember to really tell it thank you, because that is how you get there. On behalf of Tidewater Community College, again, I am so proud of you, and I congratulate each and every one of you today. Enjoy this moment, revel in it, soak it all in, and remember this day. Enjoy.
Okay, guys, I'm a little short. All right. I guess I wasn't able to inspire you in class, so they gave me one last chance. Today, we celebrate the accomplishments of the students from the TCC Beasley School of Nursing. You will receive your nursing pins and leave us as you move on to new chapters in your lives. We are proud of you, and yes, we'll miss you. Let the knowledge that you have obtained from the last 2 years be the resource you draw from as you work in your chosen areas. As you confront the difficult and often challenging aspects of nursing, maintain your strong morals, continue acting professionally, and maybe most importantly, foster a good sense of humor. When caring for the sickest and most vulnerable patients, we hope you are rewarded with a sense of accomplishment and pride in your abilities that you work so hard to gain. May you take care of yourself so you can be the nurse who is the patient's advocate, the family's support, and the light where there is darkness. We love you and wish you well on your journey. And now, please join me in welcoming one of our 2023 nursing graduates, Nicole Northam, who will share with you the symbol of the pen. Nicole?
The nursing pin is a symbol with a rich history dating back to the Maltese cross. The pinning ceremony is a tradition dating to the 19th century when Florence Nightingale, founder of the first formal nursing education program, was awarded the Red Cross of St. George in recognition for service during the Crimean War. As a way to share the honor, she began presenting a Medal of Excellence to graduates of her program. This practice evolved into the tradition of pinning all new graduate nurses as a way to acknowledge the successful completion of their nursing program. The design of the nursing pin is symbolic of the college where the degree was earned. The pin given today displays the seal of Tidewater Community College and indicates the wearer has successfully completed the nursing curriculum and met the requirements for an associate degree in applied sciences. As you practice the profession of nursing, remember the pin is an outward sign of your achievement at Tidewater Community College. And now, Mr. Quentin McWilliams will introduce our 2023 nurse pinning speaker, followed by the presentation of nursing awards by Associate Professor Kathy Merritt.
How we doing, everybody? Today, it is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Shannon White, MSN RN, who is the Patient Care Services Manager of the Division Resource Pool. Mrs. White manages patient care services at Sentara Norfolk General Hospital, which is a level 1 trauma center in this area. She was raised in New Iberia, Louisiana, where she met her high school sweetheart and husband of 33 years. Mrs. White has 4 daughters and 1 grandson. She has traveled the world, being a supportive wife and a mother while her husband served our country. She decided to follow her passion for helping others, which guided her to return to school, earning a general education diploma. Mrs. White will later enter the Beasley School of Nursing at Tidewater Community College, earning an Associate of Nursing degree. Mrs. White understood her purpose in life and the value of education. Therefore, with much persistence, earned a Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree from Old Dominion University, in addition to earning a Master of Nursing with a concentration in Leadership and Management degree from Walden University. In addition to those accomplishments, Shannon is working towards her Doctor of Philosophy in Nursing with a concentration in Leadership and Management. She has over 13 years of nursing experience with plans to teach the next generation of nurses. Shannon is a member of the American Nurses Association. Her hobbies include reading, playing volleyball, spending time with family, and giving back to her community. Please help me welcome this year's nurse pinning speaker, Mrs. Shannon White.
It's okay. Hello, future nurses, families, friends, and faculty. Thank you for including me in this memorable day. I want to start off by saying, you did it. You did it. Do you remember the long nights? Instead of eating meals, you had snacks. Do you remember missing weddings, birthdays? Those times were special. But look where you're at today. It was worth it. I would like you to look back at what you missed and compare it to today's celebration. Look at the person beside you and say, it was worth it. It was worth it. Sitting in the anatomy classes, going over and over the bones. Studying all night for that one quiz that took 10 minutes to take. It was worth it. I'm reminded of a young lady at the age of 16 years old. She heard the call from God, which she viewed as a calling to help reduce human suffering. The young lady had a burning desire to seek nursing training, which was not an appropriate activity for a girl of her stature. Keep in mind, we're talking about 1850. Nursing wasn't a thing. This young lady's family was wealthy. They probably had other professions in mind. She was excellent in history, philosophy, and literature. She could read and write 5 different languages. So why nursing? The young lady preferred reading and engaging in political and social dialogue with her father. As time passed, her family caved in and allowed her to attend 2 weeks of nursing training in July of 1850. Then 3 months in July 1851. When you do the math, her total nursing training thus far was a month and a week. You guys went 2 years. You could do it. Her training consists of learning basic nursing skills, the importance of patient observation, and the value of good hospital organization. 2 years later, in 1853, she utilized her administration skills at the Institution of Sick Gentlemen to improve nursing care and working conditions. Then, as her passion for helping people continued to dwell within her, she decided to use her talents in nursing care to help train other nurses. The young lady went on to help wounded nurses in the War of 1853, where she did not get a warm welcome from the medical staff and officers. However, she remained focused on her goal, which was to help the wounded soldiers. She found the ward in terrible conditions, inadequate supplies, uncooperative staff, and severe overcrowding. Nevertheless, the young lady got the ward clean. She was able to get the crowding down. She was able to get adequate supplies, food, and to establish standards of care for the wounded soldiers. In addition, she would encourage the wounded soldiers to write letters to their families while providing educational and recreational activities. Most importantly, she would walk around the dark halls with just a lamp to make sure that the soldiers was okay, which later gained her the title, the Lady with the Lamp. This young woman, who I'm able to give a small glimpse of her life to, was Florence Nightingale. Nightingale knew her why. What is your why? What title will you earn? Your patients look at you. What are they saying? Will you be the man with the pen? Some people come around with the pen lights. Some people have fancy pens, right? Would you be the lady or the gentleman with the teaching pamphlets? I have a coworker, that's all she has is pamphlets after pamphlets after pamphlets. Or will you be the kind and compassionate nurse? And you could be all of it. Today, you're gonna, I know everybody have a checklist, but today you're gonna check off the pinning ceremony. We did that. In a few weeks, you're gonna check off the graduation day. Or probably tomorrow, maybe, for some of you guys. In about 2 months, you're gonna check off NCLEX. I encourage you to add another task to your list if you're not already enrolled in a BSN program. If you're enrolled in a BSN program and you're graduating from that on tomorrow, enroll in an MSN program. Continue your education in nursing. It's essential. Although for years you heard of the story of Florence Nightingale, tonight I charge you to begin telling your story to someone that needs encouragement. Let them know the difficult times do not last always. Let them know not to be afraid to ask for help. And let them know they can do it. I would like you to know that you all matter. I look forward to working with you guys. And remember, from Tidewater Community College, you can go anywhere. Thank you.
All right, so now comes the fun stuff. I always get to do the fun stuff, so that excites me. All right, so today I get to present for all of y'all the awards, okay? And we present 2 awards. The first award is for community service. To qualify for this, the student submits an essay generally describing how their community service has influenced his or her life in the community, and the student describes how it has benefited the community. We had a couple of unusual things happen. I received 3 submissions for 1 student. Okay, so with that being said, I'll read you a little bit of what they had to say. First of all, one person says, I understand if this nomination would not be accepted, but I am sending this to highlight the one person who is extremely deserving of this special award. She's amazing asset to everyone she's around and to her community. Another person says, I truly cannot think of a better recipient of the Community Service Award than my classmate and friend. She spends countless hours volunteering, both with the Girl Scouts and also the American Red Cross. I know my friend will not nominate herself because she does not do these things for her accolades. Her compassion and volunteer service has inspired me to become more involved in my community. She is helping shape the young women of our future through her work, and I am sure they are honored to know her as I am. And finally, surprising, your classmate did submit some paperwork. She says that being a volunteer with the American Red Cross has strengthened my desire to spread awareness about benefits, the ease and importance of donations. As a future nurse, we know the process and its importance. But as a Red Cross volunteer, I'm able to be part of the process from donor to patient that is very humbling and rewarding experience. And as far as her Girl Scout troops, which she has been a Girl Scout troop leader for 10 years, and I had 3 daughters, so I was a Girl Scout troop leader also. She goes on to say, let's see, to be a part of helping to show them how they can make a difference, no matter how young they are, is always rewarding. My troop has been an active part of my journey through nursing school, and it shows that while I tell them you can make a difference, no matter how young you are, you can always go for the dream, no matter how old you are. This year's Community Service Award goes to Miss Amy Lott. Alrighty, the second award is for clinical achievement, and we had, the second award is for clinical achievement. To qualify for this award, the student must demonstrate above average clinical performance on a consistent basis in a variety of clinical settings. Faculty nominates students for this award based on the student's ability to demonstrate the critical behaviors which indicate the student has consistently met the program outcomes at an above average level. For this year, the faculty have selected the Clinical Achievement Award for Patrick John Mahoney III. And normally this is where my roll stops, but this year there were 2 students who were selected for honorable mention. So I would like to call Caitlin Ambergy and Marianne Sandiford forward. Now we will have the pinning of the graduating class of 2023. Associate Professor Shannon Washington, Nursing Department Head, and Associate Professor Evelyn Coute will take the stage.
Georgiana Adebite, Kaifala. Dear God, for allowing me to overcome all the obstacles and blessing me with this huge triumph. I honor you. My appreciation goes to my instructors for making this journey a success. And to you, Professor Posey, I was incredibly blessed to have you in my corner. Thank you for giving me hope and making a difference in my life. My amazing, loving husband for being my guide, my genuine support, my prayer partner, and my best friend. Thank you, my treasure, for bringing out the best in me. My children, Femi and Jimmy, thank you for your patience and understanding. My mother-in-law, friends, and family, for all the prayers, your presence, and the words of encouragement. I love you all. Psalms 28:7. Thank you. Caitlin Ambergy. Thank you to the people who believe in me and when I didn't believe in myself, especially my family, the professor who brought me combos, and friends who prayed with me in the parking lot. I owe y'all a steak dinner. Some of y'all I owe 2 dinners, steak dinners, a couple $1,000s and a few traffic tickets too. Thank you. Martinique Cameron. Thank you, Brody, for being kind and patient when I didn't deserve it, and for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. A big reason I made it this far is you. To all my friends who stuck with me through this, you kept me sane and made this journey fun. To my sweet Gemma, I wouldn't have even done this without you inspiring me. I hope I made you proud. Thank you. Tatiana Camel. Thank you so much, Mom, Dad, Dominique, and Deanna for all your love and support. Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you to my friends that made this journey much more enjoyable. Love you all so much. Thank you. Katie Campbell. Thank you to my husband and my boys for being my #1 supporters. Thank you, Mom, for being my inspiration to be a nurse. Thank you to my grandparents for always being there for me when I needed the extra support. I love you all. Thank you. Allison Cashin. My ultimate thanks and highest praise are for my King and Savior, Jesus. Thank you to my phenomenal husband for encouraging me and helping me through every semester. I could not have done it without you. Thank you for my dear friends, Amber Rhodes. I would not have wanted to do this without you. Thank you. Sarah Covington. I would not be here without my family and friends. You guys pointed me in the direction and cheered me for every step of the way. Aaron, I am especially thank you for the extra work you did to keep us going, how you got me through my many I don't think I can do this moments, and you always believe in me. Grandma, I can feel you and God cheering from heaven. I hope I can learn to be as good of a nurse as you were. I love you all. Thank you. James Davis III. Thanks, Renika and family. It was blood, sweating, and tears. Me before tests and after tests, respectively. Cohort, I am honored and privileged to have been on this journey with you. Professors, thanks for the mentoring. Thank you. Braden Durso. Thank you to my girlfriend, my family, and my dog. Thank you. Matthew Ferris. Thank you so much to everyone who supported me through the journey of nursing school. My professors, my friends, and family, especially my parents. I could not have done this without you. Thank you. Grace Margaret Herian. Thank you, Mom, Dad, and Gabriel. Ian, Owen, Stella, Elfie, Acacia, Jimmy, Debbie, Dan, Chuck, Nicole, Tia, Marianne, and Sarah. I love you all. This wouldn't have been a lot harder without you. Thank you so much. Amanda Jones. To my husband, your unwavering support and encouragement of even my craziest endeavors never cease to amaze me. Thank you to my kids and to my husband. This dream of mine would not have been possible without you. To my graduating classmates, thank you for all of the study guides, reminders, camaraderie, and text threads that helped to get me here. We made it. Thank you. Lisa Lichtenberg, come on up. I'd like to thank my family, especially my children, who patiently endured how busy I have been, especially my dad, who has been more than supportive during my last semester. I'd like to thank Danny Capel, the trauma certified registered nurse and certified emergency nurse, for being my nursing school lifeline. Thank you. Amy Little. I would like to thank my family for always supporting and encouraging me throughout this program. Nick, Madeline, Abigail, and Lauren. I know it hasn't been an easy journey, but you helped me make it a worthwhile one. Thanks for putting up with me during my stressed out moments. To my friends, thank you for the support, the late night study sessions, and reminding me that I could do this when I had doubts. It's been a long road, but we made it. Thank you. Hey, Jermaine Mapantai. Thank you to my family, friends, and professors for your endless support, patience, guidance, and love. I wouldn't be here without any of you. This is just the beginning. Thank you. Patrick Jay Mahoney III. Amy, Jermaine, and Jackie, you three are precious gifts in my life, and I am especially fortunate to have such amazing friends. I truly appreciate your tireless effort, dedication, and support for the consistency being there for me no matter what. Oh, and Bobby. Love you, Bobby. Thank you. Dominique, my Suan. Thank you to my family and friends, to all of your support, encouragement, and advice. Throughout this journey, I am so grateful to have you in my life. Love you so much. Thank you. Quentin McWilliams. There is nothing impossible to they who will try, especially when they are nurses. These milestones wouldn't have been impossible without my own support system. Keisha, Mama, Aunt Nita Shell, TJ, Teresa, Mrs. Shannon White, my entire family, and my fellow BSON peers. I love you all. Duke, here I come. Jacqueline Monroe. This has been a very difficult journey, but a rewarding journey. Thank you to my family for your endless support, and my friends for being there through all the meltdowns and during the times when I was ready to quit. I can't wait to see where our next journey takes us. We did it. We did it, y'all. Marianne Morgan. To Nate, Chase, and Ellie, you are my motivation to always improve myself. This would have been impossible without your love, sacrifice, and support. To my family, thank you for always being my cheerleaders and helping us through this journey. To the friends I made in nursing school, I am so proud of you and grateful for your friendship. To the faculty, your dedication is so appreciated. To Professor Washington, thank you for being an inspiration and mentor. Thank you. Nicole Northam Dara. I would like to thank my family for all your support, love, and encouragement on this journey. I would also like to thank my friends and always lending an ear and cheering me on. Thank you to this amazing nurses and educators I've met along the way who have guided me to be the best nurse I can be. And lastly, to my husband, Daniel, who has made my dreams his as well. Thank you for endlessly supporting and loving me, and for always being the best teammate, spouse, and patient. Thank you. Rachel Park. Thank you for supporting me to be a competent nurse, a future nurse. The hardworking faculty members of the Beasley School of Nursing helped me to achieve my dream. I am ready to go out and share my contributions. Thank you. Amber Lynn Rhodes. Thank you to all my friends, family, classmates, and professors for their support throughout this program. Special shout out to my husband and daughters for the endless motivations and patience nursing school has required. I am beyond grateful. I did it. Thank you. Mary Sandifer. Thank you, Lord, for allowing me to finish the nursing program. Thank you, husband, for being quiet while I studied and for washing my uniforms. Thank you, family, friends, for your encouragement. Thank you. Gabrielle Vogt. Thank you, Ethan, for your unconditional love, support, and being my #1 fan always. Mom, I could not imagine a better role model or best friend to be by my side in this journey. Any success of mine is the direct result of the work ethic and drive you and Dad have instilled in me from a young age. Thank you. Jaquetta Williams. Thank you to my kids for making this 3 times harder than it had to be. They are great like that, really. Tremendous gratitude to anyone who's ever showed up, made a meal, or did a pickup when I could not. I couldn't have done this without each of you. Thank you and congratulations. Okay. Please welcome Jermaine McIntyre. Come on up. She will be reading you the Nightingale Pledge.
Graduates, will you please stand, face the audience, and repeat after me? Okay. I pledge myself here before my God and in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession with integrity. I will endeavor to maintain and elevate the standard of nursing, both as a science and as an art. I wholeheartedly recognize the importance of high standards of care and of personal accountability. I devote myself to the healing, protection, and welfare of those committed to my care. I accept a duty for the improvement of health in the communities in which I live and work. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and will respect the privacy of medical information. I will act with compassion in ethical matters. I will not knowingly administer or consume any harmful substance. I commit to interdisciplinary collaboration and lifelong learning. I fully acknowledge the seriousness of the responsibility that I accept in my calling and the significance of this pledge that I take today. Thank you. You may be seated. Now, Associate Professor Dr. Katina Davis will give a presentation and then will deliver the benediction.
Hello. Wow, you all look wonderful. Congratulations. But first and foremost, before I say what I have to say, and you can go out and celebrate with your families and not see us anymore, I would first like to ask Ms. Shannon White to come back to the stage. And as she is coming, we just want to thank her and give her a hand clap of praise for her beautiful, beautiful, inspiring message. On behalf of the 2023 graduating nursing class of the Beasley School of Nursing, we want to thank you for your speech. We're going to take that with us, and we pray that we do you justice. Thank you so much. Before we get started, let me just acknowledge those graduates who have already secured a position. So if you have already secured a position, please stand so we can give you a hand clap of praise. Pop your card. This is wonderful. As you can see, this is prior to taking their state board of nursing. So you know now that you can survive anywhere with the education that you have received. Congratulations. So it's that time, graduates. My hope for you today would be that you would dedicate your lives to care for those whom you encounter. Our hope for you is that you will be able to touch others not only with healing hands, but also with a kind heart and a warm spirit. Let your conscience be your guide, knowing that you have helped others. Graduates, it is our wish for you that you will look into the past with gratitude and to the future with hope. Please remember today all of the nurses who have gone on before you and have made a path for you. Please make sure that you also have a light vision, that you too may care for people beyond yourselves. May you all be unafraid of having hopes and dreams. Our hope for you is that you will encourage each other to be realistic about their limitations and never to lose hope in your potential to transcend them. Remember the beauty of this work and the impact that you will have in the hearts that you will touch. Remember that this work is not about you, but it's about being anything and everything that the patient needs you to be. Be grateful for every single moment that you spend pursuing this passion. Always remember your whys. Why did you choose nursing? Why do you sit here today having overcome extreme hurdles and endured many sleepless nights to become a nurse or to go back to school to further your nursing education? I hope that those whys are because you want to make a difference in someone's life. I hope that those whys are because you care and you want to touch people in a way that the rest of the world cannot. In the words of author Carmel Sheridan, compassion arises from inside of you. It is already present within you, like a seed that needs to be cultivated. If you feed and water it, your compassion will grow, and so will you. On behalf of President Constant, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Woodhouse, Dr. Hartman, Discipline Dean of Nursing, and all of the professors here at the Beasley School of Nursing, we wish you success in all that you do, not just today, but forever, okay? And we thank you, your family, your friends, for sharing this momentous occasion with us. We congratulate not only you, but we congratulate your family. So please, stand. It's time to go. Okay? Now, let's congratulate the Beasley School of Nursing 2023. So after the ceremony, please come and greet the graduates downstairs on the first floor, where we will have some light refreshments for you all. Again, congratulations. Okay, pomp and circumstance.